Dale McDowell. Green flag's going to wave. We're underway. Set him off into the first set of turns, and you're side by side for the top spot. McDowell working outside of Hudson O'Neal. Here comes a smooth operator. Bobby Pierce hanging up into the number 3 spot. 1 lap scored in the books. Your race leader, the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell.
No, he's looking good, real good.
Oh, trouble down the back straightaway.
Oh.
Contact between two. Chris Ferguson, Chris Madden get together. Madden hard into the inside retaining wall. The caution is out. We're going to stop cars on the speedway. Chris Madden into the inside retaining wall. Hard. A little bit of bumping and banging there with Chris Ferguson as we got down the back straightaway.
Yeah, that car's hurt.
He hit her a ton there. Looks
like Bobby might be getting him here on that outside. Yep.
Pierce going to ring it around the top chute side through 1 and 2. Come out smelling like a rose in the top in the number 2 position with Dale McDowell out front shoveling the way. Good battle here for 3, 4, 5, even 6 on the speedway as we get them clustered up. Working down through 1 and 2. Bronson sliding up in front of Mikey Marlowe. That for 4th position on the speedway.
You know, looking back at JD, he's just not moving up. You know, obviously there's something wrong with his car this evening, or something's around.
In the early go here, how early do you show your cards? How do you go for a hard run, find out what you got, then settle in and kick it again later, or do you just go balls to the walls and give her hell for 100?
Well, you want to do it in a controlled fashion. You know, one thing. Well, we got another caution here, so but JD's not passing anyone. You got to be careful. You know, here you got the leaders are coming around, and you're going to be lap traffic real soon.
Downtown, Michael Brown slowed down the back straightaway. The cause for caution here, the 24D out of Lancaster, South Carolina, headed on left blinker and into the infield. Hammer, we're racing.
Better start for O'Neal that time. Come up, slid up, took his lane away.
Dale McDowell once again the whole shot. They'll come to the stripe. 5 laps, score to the books. 95 remain as the Mac Daddy works out front, keeping the rear end of that 17M Machine Team Zero race cars. Bobby Pierce, the Longhorn chassis, in the number 2 spot. The Rocket XR1, the house car, rides the number 3 spot with Hudson O'Neal. 4th belongs to the killer Kyle Bronson. Then it starts to get muddy. 5th is the 157 of Mike Marlar. Ferguson in 6th, the Warrior house car, the 1G of Rusty Ballinger in the 7th spot. Good run for him. Real impressive stuff for the small-time team. Mike Knuckles and company driving that 1G hot rod as Rusty Ballinger out of Seymour, Tennessee. You see big sexy Brandon Overton right there working in the number 8 position as we work further back through the field. Side-by-side battle, Sam Seawright on the inside of the 20 with the Newport Nightmare, Jimmy Owens, 9th and 10th side-by-side. That's Cameron Marlin on the outside of Timmy McCready.
You know, Mike Marlar's looking pretty good, actually. He's looking like he's ducking underneath Bronson. Looks like he's got a car. Really, he's going to be a factor.
Marlar working his way through. We go to the live timing and scoring here through the My Race Pass app. Your race leader, Dale McDowell, setting a pace right now, a 13.841. Bobby Pierce just a tick off at 13.972. Hudson O'Neal, 14-second mark as we start to pick up the pace here inside of your top 5. We got one slowed down the back chute. It's Dalton Wilson. Under power, but slowed. And Dale McDowell is now on the rear deck lid of lap traffic working into turn 1.
Yeah. Davenport, he's not going anywhere. He's going to find himself a lap down real quick.
And for what it's worth, they were so good last week on that Kyle Larson night.
Yeah.
And now here this weekend, just not great.
Yep. He's not. It just doesn't look like himself tonight.
Yep. Life is such. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both. There you have it.
Now he's starting to pick it up a little. He's starting to take some chances now. He's putting it up top, and he knows he's about to get lapped.
Dale McDowell behind your lap cars. 14.433. He slowed down another 2/10 on that one. 14.690. Bobby Pierce was 4/10 quicker on the last circuit. You can bet your sweet Bippy we're going to tighten up the top couple of spots here. As a good run for Mason Ziegler up We'll work them across the line. This time it'll be 16 laps scored in the books. 84 laps remain. The early go here as we work up toward the quarter pole. Our Spring Thaw 100, McDowell leads Pierce, Hudson, Marlar, and Bronson.
Davenport, you can see Davenport's letting it hang out now. He's really hustling up high. Don't know yet if he's got what it takes to get going, though.
Well, if anything else, he's got a good litmus test behind him. Is your race leader going to shove him down the back straightaway? We'll work him into 3 and 4. McDowell with no trouble behind him, but one slowed. Sam Seawright woed down in turn number 2. Caution is out of the speedway for a car trying to exit on turn 2. See,
it's yet to be seen.
To be determined. Dale McDowell back on the hammer. We're back into the green.
You got O'Neill. He's back in it now. That outside was the place to be.
Hud with a good rip down the back straightaway on the outside of Bobby Pierce for the number 2 spot. Good battle there. Mikey Marlar up into the number 4 position as Bobby loses one to Hudson. Good battle here. Marlar on the charge. Chris Ferguson into the top 5 now for the first time as he squirts on by Kyle Bronson, working off of turn 4. This time, 20 laps scored in the books, 80 to go. Starting to stretch him out as we work down the back straightaway. The Mac Daddy with a whole straightaway of clear vision out in front of your race leader. Good battle here for the number 6 position. Big sexy Brandon Overton working on the inside of the killer Kyle Bronson. And here comes Jimmy Owens.
Yeah, he's up high. He's pushing it up high. 3 and 4. I think he's going to make some ground up.
That's 7, 8, 9 on the speedway right there. You see him in frame. And here comes Turbo Tyler Erb from the B main consolation starter, I believe 20th position is where he started that car now. Inside of the top 10 cars, we are pushing cushion in the Best Performance Motorsports 1 team. 77 laps remain. Your race leader still Dale McDowell led from the drop of the green flag. He took the race lead right into turn number 1 and 2 on the initial get-go. Hudson O'Neill, Ben's second spot from the drop. As we get him 3 wide off of turn 4, that for position. Here comes Turbo. Tyler Erb going to slide to the inside of Jimmy Owens. Now cross him up off of turn 2. Owens back to the inside. Good battle here. This for positions 8, 9 on the speedway with Rusty Ballinger holding down your top 10.
Turbo, always exciting. I mean, look at him up top right there. Just got by Jimmy Owens. He's running high both ends. I mean, he's coming.
How much of that sort of pace can you push? That abuse can you stack on her right rear before she says, nah, I'm good, I'm out?
Yeah, you can blister that right rear tire and then it's done. You know, Larson and Davenport both blistered their tire here. That the race that Larson won. You know, when you got a lot of guys didn't, but if that would have been a longer race, Larson would have been done.
Dale McDowell slicing and dicing through the lap cars here as they'll work up to the rear deck lid of Dennis Erb Jr. Scott, we talk a lot about in this game about rubbered up racetracks, rubbered down. This place doesn't historically do that. We did the other night during practice because we wanted that to happen. We left the racetrack the way it was after the working man race on Tuesday. We just kind of let it be what it was. We wanted to beat up racetrack, and we let it rubber up. When do the guys start to realize, or when do you know that it's time to get in it?
Well, here, if you look down at 3 and 4 and look at the bottom, is blacker than the other part of, the rest of the racetrack.
Yes,
and a lot of guys are staying down there. You look at the top of 1 and 2, it's getting blacker. First thing that happens is it gets really black. It starts to get a little bit shined up black.
Yep.
Then it'll start turning red again. Then you better be in that red because that is traction.
That's the stuff. So Dale McDowell, the class of the field here in the early go. They'll come to the stripe as your race leader. Once again, 67 laps remain. Third of the way through as we work them down the back chute side. McDowell, the class of the field, the bell of the ball. Hudson O'Neill rides second. Bobby Pierce is third. Fourth belongs to Marlar. Fifth is Chris Ferguson. A good run here for the Mount Holly, North Carolina driver.
I'll tell you what, Turbo, he's not going to give anything up here. He's going to be sure that the bottom of 3 and 4 don't rubber up because he's going to stay on top. Working
in the number 8 position, Tyler Erb. moving forward, plus 12 thus far in the early go here as we come across 35 in the books and 65 to go. The Spring Thaw 100 well underway here, working through our second third of it.
Yeah, Dale going by lap cars now. I mean, he's putting a heck of a pace right here.
Sliding to the inside of Squirrel. Brian Shirley down through 3 and 4, taking another lap spot. Away as we work your race leader off of turn 2 and down the back chute side. The cars behind him, both lap cars, nobody in front of him for a little bit. He'll have a clear sailing at least down into the next corner. The back behind second spot belongs to Hudson O'Neal. Then it's Bobby Pierce, Mike Marlar, Chris Ferguson, your top 5 cars. Coming to the stripe. Just inside of 40, Cameron Marlar pulls the pin. He'll pull it on pit side. Good race here.
Marlar, Pierce here. That's good race here. Marlar got by Pierce right there. Marlar's he's coming. He's gonna be a good factor here.
Mikey's gonna put the kick on as we work him down into 3 and 4, the bottom side of the speedway. Pierce back to 4th. 5th is Chris Ferguson. Top 2 out front breaking away. Lots of real estate between them. Dale McDowell working off of turn 4 right now. Hudson O'Neal just into turn 3.
He's gaining ground. O'Neal's gained some ground here.
Now Hud's got lap cars between he and the leader, whereas before the perturbed car was your race leader. Dale McDowell with a little bit of a real estate out in front of him. 58 to go this time by your race leader, still Dale McDowell. Hud to the inside of Dennis Herb Jr., that for a lap position. Off of turn 2, good battle down the back straightaway. Bobby Pierce, Chris Ferguson working spots 4 and 5 on the speedway. Just inside of the halfway point here, 57 to go. Your race leader out front just picking his way through this place like a surgeon with a scalpel. Goes wherever he wants, puts the car wherever he likes, and it sticks and goes.
You got to watch O'Neal. He's made up some ground. I mean, it's his car's looking good. He's running way high, 3 and 4, making up ground there. It's getting ready to get interesting.
1.47 the gap between your top 2 cars. This time they come by the stripe, it's 1.64. Hudson O'Neal falls back 2/10 there on that last circuit. 55 laps remain this time. It'll be Dale McDowell once again showing the way. Hudson O'Neal, Mike Marlar, Bobby Pierce, Chris Ferguson 5th. 6th is Kyle Bronson, Overton 7th. Tyler Erb 8th, Jimmy Owens is 9th, and 10th is Rusty Ballinger. Good spread of Tennessee guys across the top 10 cars here as we work towards the halfway point. This time by, it'll be 47 down and 53 laps to go.
Yeah, Dale's pulling away again. Looks like he's got it under control. But you still don't know. You never know what's going to happen if somebody really decides to get crazy and get way up high.
Dale's just kind of rimming right through that center spot of the speedway. Not the bottom, not the top, just kind of right through that last spot of Brown, if you will, and then the bottom of 3 and 4. What's your take?
Well, the cleaner the racetrack gets, and they just keep running. It gets blacker, cleaner. It's that ends up being the place to be. And it's a lot easier on your tires.
This time by your race leader, going to go the halfway point. 50 down, 50 to go. Dale McDowell's led them all. He kicked the first half. We'll see how it plays out in the back half of this one as we work them down into 3 and 4. McDowell now starting to get into heavier lap traffic. Some real hitters out in front of him.
Here comes Marlar. Marlar, he's making up some distance here. He's almost caught O'Neal here.
Mikey putting the dig on down the back chute side. A couple of car lengths between your top 3 cars as Dale McDowell still continues to slice and dice his way on down into 1 and 2 to the top side. He'll go with clear real estate down the back chute side. Good battle here. This for the 4th position. Bobby Pierce owns it. Chris Ferguson would like it. Down the back chute they go with a car length separate. Good stuff here. Turbo still working the top side of the speedway. Beat, pound, and destroy. That is the motto for the 1T team here tonight. The best performance motorsports rocket entry.
Ferguson's working on Bobby Pierce here. He's Bobby must have something going on because he seems to be fading.
Fergie there with a good run down the back straightaway. Had to set it down hard to keep out of the back bumper of the 32. As you see Bobby Pierce's left front wheel really decelerate. He's on the binders hard, trying to make his way down through the bottom side there and get off the exit of the turn. Here comes Fergie, going to take a gander to the inside. Now into 1 and 2. Fergie going to roll the top side of the speedway.
He's railing that top, yeah. Get a good run off the corner. Look at that.
Slice him up underneath. How about that? Like a surgeon, this man. Chris Ferguson, Mount Holly, North Carolina, going to snake that 4th position. Bobby with a little too tight there as he's got a whole bunch of rear brakes stuffed into the 32 machine, working the bottom side of the speedway. Dale still out front. The gap to the top, it's 1.325, and we got one slowed down the back straightaway. Big Sexy Brandon Overton slowed Woad and trying to make his exit. Caution is out. Overton, Woad to the infield. Crew going to take a look at it. Can't get a good look there, see if all the tires are aired up, but it looks like maybe a right rear down as the crew's going to go to work on the side we can't see.
Where was he at the time the caution come out?
He was in 15th.
Yeah, see, so he's not got anything going on either. It's not moving. Probably, he might be in just if it's not a tire, he might have just ended up getting a caution because he was about to get lapped. I mean,
do you make an adjustment here? Maybe throw a 3 on instead of a 4 in the right rear and go back to war, or do you just say to hell with it?
Well, just maybe a new 4. You don't 3 right now on the right rear. Track's too black and then too aggressive on the tire right now.
So we're under caution for Big Sexy Brandon Overton. 57 laps scored in the books. 43 remain. We see the Wells Motorsports car number 76 with the tail in the air. Crew on the scene. Speedway. Dale once again works the high line of the speedway like a master down the back straightaway. Pole shot as a roll through the center of 3 and 4. The lap lead goes once again to Dale McDowell. Good battle here. Kyle Bronson sits in the 6th spot. Turbo on the charge now to the outside of Jimmy Owens. Split them up. Stair step 3 wide down the back chute for spots just outside of your top 5. 3 wide once again off of turn 4. Good battle. You see it on the screen there outside of your 5. 6, 7, and 8 on the speedway as we work them back forward. Battle for second picking up now is Hudson O'Neal under heavy pressure. Mike Marlar putting it on. Down into 1 and 2. Marlar 1 line lower.
We've got a number of guys really working the top in 1 and 2. But now, you look back down here at Davenport trying to pass Owens.
We talked about him. We admonished him. We hammered on him. He didn't have nothing. He was not. Here now he is doing the Superman thing. Now it's just
there it is. See, now here he comes.
Right to the inside of Jimmy. That for position number 9 on the speedway. They'll come back to the stripe this time. It'll be 37 laps to go. Your race leader, Dale McDowell, off of turn number 4. Looking good. 37 remain. Battles all over the speedway as we work them. Turbo way to the high side of turn number 4 there. Knocking the right rear quarter panel off of that Best Performance Motorsports car number 1. T-Mac up into the top 10 cars now. Works 9th as we roll them off of turn 4. Good battle here. Kyle Bronson, Chris Ferguson, Bobby Pierce, all fighting for positions 4, 5, and 6 on the speedway.
Something must be wrong with Owens. He's fading pretty good now.
Jimmy just trying to roll through, hang on. As we see
those McCready, Bronson in the fence. McCready now moved up another spot. Or no. Sorry, that's 24.
As we work them off of turn 2, your race leader still Dale McDowell out front. Just absolutely putting on display here. Top 5 cars. Dale McDowell, Hudson O'Neal, Mike Marlar, Bobby Pierce. 5th is Kyle Bronson. Ferguson 6th. 7th is Tyler Erb. McCready is 8th. 9th is Jonathan Davenport. Corey Hedgecock runs 10th. As we'll come to it this time, 32 laps remain for your race leader, Dale McDowell. Starting to settle them in, settle them down. The battle for second. The hottest one on the speedway right now. You see it on the screen there. Hudson O'Neal trying to hold off the advances from Mikey Marlar. Both cars running the same line. Working through 1 and 2. The mover and shaker on the speedway. Right there, the Fast 49. Jonathan Davenport. The Nutrient Ag Solutions ASC Warranty Spartan Mowers car number 49. And your race leader picking his way through like a surgeon with a scalpel.
He's got some tough traffic coming up. This is going to be a critical part of the race for him.
Now we're right up on the good ones as we start to make our way into the back half of this one. Just a regular Saturday night feature, all that's left of the docket here. Inside of 30 laps to go. Ferguson falling back now into the 6th position. Erb looking to reel him down. Man, this one here, Hudson O'Neal, Mikey Marlar over that number 2 spot. If anybody has a shot to catch the 17 of Dale McDowell, it's one of the 2 of those cars. But do they have enough time? Do they have enough stuff? Dale's the class of the field that he really has been all week.
Yeah. You know, you get 2 cars racing, you know, side by side in front of you like Dale has. It messes your air up. Your car just isn't going to be as fast, and he's got to get by him now.
Marlar's going to get the job done there down the front straightaway as they work him off at a 1 and 2. Marlar with the 2nd spot now. He'll slide up in front of Hudson O'Neal. Down the back straightaway. Good battle there, nose to tail. Hudson back to the top side.
He's going to come running back at it here.
Oh, a bunch of blue ones.
That high side. Hudson's going to get up there really high now.
Hudson O'Neal and Mikey Marlar over the number 2 spot. Dale McDowell out front breaking away. You see on this.
Whoa.
Oh boy, we're slide jobbing lap cars there. Mikey Marlar getting a little aggressive, elbows up as we work them. Yeah, down through 3 and 4, just 23 laps remain.
Turbo just did a slide job on Pierce. He's coming too. You know, these guys are really, look at them railing that 1 and 2.
Good battle there. Kyle Bronson, Chris Ferguson, Tyler Erb, Bobby Pierce. Those are spots 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the speedway. Good stuff here is Dennis Erb. He'll hit the left turn signal and pull himself into the safety of the pit area. We'll stay out of the green.
Here comes O'Neal on top. You know, Dale's going to have to watch out for him. Oh.
Mike Marlar working the bottom side. I believe the kick is on as your 2nd and 3rd place cars have turned the wick up increasingly, and we'll work into the stripe this time. 20 laps remain, 80 in the books, 20 to go. Scott, what's going through your head?
Boy, I'm telling you, again, Dale just needs to get by these lap cars. Oh, we've got a caution. That's exactly what Dale needed, actually. So
he was begging.
Yeah, he's so good off
for
his
Bobby
restart.
Pierce, the 32 car on pit side there. Not sure if he caused the caution, but it looked like he was stopped on the outside of lights out. Back into the green we go. The final 20. We're underway. Dale once again to the top side of turns 1 and 2, going to rail it out down the back straightaway. Marlar gives chase down into the bottom side of 3 and 4. Marlar with 1 line lower.
Here comes Turbo on the bottom.
3 wide off of turn 4. Good action here just outside of your top 5 cars as we've got McDowell, Marlar, O'Neal, Bronson, and Turbo. Your top 5 cars. 18 to go this time by for the Mac Daddy. Good battle down the front straightaway as we've got
O'Neal is really charging 1. I mean, he is up on that bank of that berm. He's giving it all he's got now. It's Katie bar the door. It's on. I mean, you better give it all you've got. Look at him up there. Oh!
Did we just miss the mark there? Did it shove through the center?
Got in a little hotter than he did the lap before and jumped over the crumbs.
Fancy piece of driving to keep it out of the fence and not tear it up any. But Hudson O'Neal, maybe that was it. That was what he was after, but it just didn't go his way. As he works the high line down through 3 and 4, we've got 15 to go for your race leader this time, Dale McDowell.
Looks like Hudson's a little bit tight is his problem. He gets in there and he has to turn the car a little too sideways.
Real hard off the cushion there as he just absolutely caterwauled it on the exit of turn number 4. Top 2, the ones that maybe have an opportunity here to do something with it. The top car, well, he's been that from the drop get-go on Tuesday. He's been the best car here.
Marlar looked like in that last corner coming on 2, looked like he just went into a push. I think he might have a right rear tire going down.
Marlar trying to hang on to the number 2 spot. Hudson O'Neal looking to reel him in and take it away. 4th is Kyle Bronson. 5th is Tyler Erb. Turbo started P20 as Bronson just absolutely right-reared the snot out of the guardrail on the top chute side. On the exit of turn number 4, Dale McDowell putting on a clinic. He's got 10 to go.
Yep. He's looking good, too.
90 scored, 10 to go. McDowell with a straightaway.
Here comes Hudson. Hudson's really hitting 1 and 2 hard here. And even the 3 and 4 now. Look at him. He's going for broke.
Hudson.
Now is the time. It's now or never.
O'Neal starting to put together the good stuff to the inside of Marlar. He'll go slide job off of turn 2. Marlar back to the inside. Cool, calm, and collected is the driver, the Lonnie Delco 157. Good stuff here down in the 3 and 4. Your top 2 working hard is O'Neal. It's a little hot on the exit of turn 4 and backs it into the concrete. We'll stand to the green with Dale McDowell leading single-digit laps now. 7 to go, this time by.
Yeah, you want to be Dale right now. Ain't no doubt. They're not going to catch him. He's not going to catch traffic, to the point where they're ever going to catch up.
Yep. And the stick guys are letting him know, hey, you don't have to get too crazy here. You don't have to push it too hard. Run your race. Don't do anything silly, and we're going to be 100,000 richer, right?
Yep. Watch O'Neal. O'Neal is just really getting after it, though.
Hud working the high side of the speedway. You see the battle for
Marlar
second
moves
and third.
up. Yeah, he moves up in 3 and 4. That might save him, but
back to the
look at this. Look at that.
1, 2. He gets in there late and then just kind of diamonds the center and bang down the back straightaway he goes. Hud doing a little bit of different stuff than what everybody else is, but the 2 blue cars going to go nose to tail there over those second and third positions. Here comes Hud back again. Marlar will slide up there, nothing underneath it. As we work inside, it'll be 3 laps to go this time by Dale McDowell. He's led 97.
They've made up some distance on Dale. I mean, here they come.
Yeah,
Dale he's still got 3 left here. Here they come on that top. The top in 3 and 4 is really picked up. Marlar made a mistake.
That'll slow Hudson down as they work them into 1 and 2. Just a couple laps remain. Down the back straightaway they go. McDowell working into 3 and 4. To the bottom side he goes. The other 2 cars, the blue ones, way to the top side. Gonna rail it in. White laundry waving. It's 1 to go. 99 score. 1 last lap. The only one that matters. We'll work him down the back straightaway. Dale McDowell. Nothing in front of him. It's all behind him.
Marlar went for broke.
He'll jump the cushion. Dale McDowell picks up the Spring Thaw 100.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, those guys, you got to give them just all you can for the effort they put out. They went for broke, and that's why I told you at the very end that top in 3 and 4 cleaned up, and they were making some ground. And 1 and 2 obviously was still pretty tricky because it's so steep.
Yeah. Incredible stuff there. Dale McDowell goes wire to wire. 100 laps. How many times do you see a guy go 100 wire to wire?
Well, I mean, it happens. We've had a lot of them happen like that, and that's the place to be. I don't like running second. I don't like following. I'd rather lead them all, and you got to be good and smart about setting the pace.
Well, the man with the plan is down on the front straightaway. We'll send it down to our Nick Robbins. He'll have your feature winner, the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell. Steering wheel off, the safety paraphernalia is shedded. The driver out of Chickamauga, Georgia, set to get up and out of the car. What a night. He led him wire to wire, all 100 and everything behind him going. He's up and out of the car. We're going to hear you about it for the Mac Daddy, Dale McDowell. Nicholas, down to you.
Thanks, Big Daddy. It's kind of loud down here. I don't know if y'all could see this thing, but the Mac Daddy is on one tonight. Was led him all the way through it. There's a whole lot of emotion down here, Dale. You got a whole bunch of stuff to take a look at here, Bubba. We got some great trophies for you, but first of all, The right hand of fellowship, my friend. Congratulations tonight. You told me earlier that it takes things falling into place. Everything went Dale McDowell's way tonight.
Yeah, first of all, thank the good Lord above for a good, safe race and allowing us, all of us, to be here. So we definitely don't want to forget that. And at my age, I don't forget it at all. So he gave me enough oxygen to make it through. It was hairy. The lap traffic was hairy. You just don't know where to go when you're leading. But man, everything was good. Easy going. Klotz, Cometic, BlackRock Enterprises, S&H Systems, M&S Motors, Campbell Installation, CSA Strategies, our good friends Jeep, Van Warmer, Northeastern Fabrication, just everybody, Fox, Clements, BSI Well Service, Shane, all my family's here. My kids are here tonight, so they're not here very often. They've got older and don't care much what Dad does, so they're here tonight. Tiffany and the whole family. This is bigger than you guys know.
Well, Dale, we are so happy that we were a part of it. I was watching you. These restarts were yours, man. This car, we talked about this with Bloomer upstairs the other night. There were a couple cars that didn't get up and then move forward. You just did it in one fell swoop. This car, every time you needed it, it was there. It seemed like every time that green flag dropped, nobody had anything for you. What made it so good tonight?
Well, clean air, and Scott's done an awesome job with these cars. You know, he's put his heart and soul in them, and we come along and been in them, and I think we've been able to add to the program. That's the whole deal. But you know, he's been awesome to work with, and with him being out of the car and having to be out of the car, you know, we don't learn as quickly, you know, without him being there, so we can put our heads together. But he's done an awful lot of work with these things, and so hats off to these Bloomquist race cars too.
This thing was an absolute rocket ship tonight, Dale, and I know that there's a whole lot of emotion going on right now. You just won $100,000, but I have the opportunity to give you a few big checks. I think maybe we're each other's good luck charm. I get to have a good time, and you get to win some money.
Well, Stormy Scott gave me a dime he found on head, so I don't know where Stormy's at right before I walked out, but thank you, Stormy. I got that thing in the seat with me.
Oh, now this is what it's about right here. This is what it's about right here. Dale, you've been a hero to a lot of these guys that are in this field. You've been doing this for a while, and it just seems like these veterans, these old dogs, they still got some bite.
Well, we got bite when the racetrack's slower. We come up here and test it, and I run about 6-8 laps, and I was winded, you know, and so, but I'm you know, I'm gonna be 57 here next month, and you really, at my age, you really get to looking at how fortunate we are to do what we love. And I've had a lot of people, not just the people in the car, all the way up through the ranks that's got me here, you know, and it's huge because you definitely don't know how many more of these things you can win. So you can bet your butt we're going to enjoy this one tonight.
Y'all give it up one more time. Your $100,000 led every single. The winner of the Spring Thaw 100, the Mac Daddy Dale McDowell. Coming up one short tonight, giving a little quick interview right now, giving one short tonight was Mikey Marler, the Winfield Warrior. Come on, Mike, up here. Man, I tell you what, I love the fellowship, the camaraderie that y'all have. You know, you come up here and this guy just beat you for $100,000 and you still got to give him a right hand of fellowship and a good hug and tell him he did a good job. This thing was good for you tonight. It just wasn't quite there enough. Do you think you had anything for Dale if you had a few more laps? 100 was a lot.
Yeah, no, there's plenty. You know, Dale's a heck of a competitor, and I left it all on the racetrack. You know, I felt like I thought I was going out in the ballpark that last lap there. I'm down here in 3 and 4, but you know, I just, you know, like I say, there's a lot of camaraderie in the pits here. You know, us guys, we race each other really hard, and very expensive equipment and high stakes here. So we really do a good job to take care of one another, I feel like, for the most part, and it was fun there. So I was happy for Dale and Shane, his team, but we definitely had a good car. I had a real good shot at it, and probably the thing that got me was the caution with like 15 and 20 to go or whatever. I feel like I was rolling really good when that happened. So that was probably the thing that got me. Wasn't the amount of laps, you know.
Especially on a track like this where things happen so quickly and they can go real good or real bad for you. Restarts are crucial. We talked about that with Bloomer upstairs the other night. There were a few of them, and it seemed like you made progress on most of them, just not quite as much as you needed.
Well, your car's got to be good. You know, my car was really, really good, thanks to Longhorn and Bill Stein and Swift and, you know, Clement's engine in there tonight. Just everybody, you know, that makes the car actual car fast. So, so we definitely.
I don't know what's going on. That's better. I know, right? I know. Finish her out, Mike.
So the aliens have landed.
It sounds like it, right? Give me the rattle them off real quick for me, Mike. You got a lot of folks to help you out.
We got, Ronnie Delk, my car owner. He don't get to come here very much. First off, with him, none of this is possible. My crew, Josh and Jerry, and Tyler, my wife Stacy, and all the people that help us on the side. But Craig Lindsay, he's been a huge part of our team and known him for a long time. Roll Jones come on here. With Mesilla Valley Transportation. Ed Petroff's been on my car. I've always wanted Ed on my car since I started racing. He's on here now. We got Can-Am, Tri-Rivers, Bilstein, Petroff Towing, Delco Equipment, Mesilla Valley, just all these people. Sorry, I'm getting a little confused. That weird noise.
It's all right. We gotta speak right over top of us here.
All you sponsors that make this possible. You see grins all over these pits here, and couldn't do it without you guys. And now more than ever, honestly. So I appreciate having the opportunity to have great sponsors, a great car owner, and get a great crew, and get to race great racers. So it was a fun night.
Y'all give it up one more time. Coming home second tonight, Mike Marler in the 157. Third spot on the racetrack tonight, started on the pole. Hudson O'Neill. Hey, man, this thing was real good early. Just didn't quite go your way tonight. How you feeling about it right now? Third spot, not bad, though, in like this.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Anytime you can be standing on this front straightaway, you can consider it an okay night. Obviously, we want to be a little bit better. We want to be up there where Dale is, or even just one more spot where Mikey is. So, had a good race car, just lost it a little bit there the last probably 30 laps. I just started getting a little free through 1 and 2, and that let them get by me. And then whenever I started getting to the top, I thought I was going to be able to make a run, and I slid Mikey once, and I had some more opportunities to capitalize, and I would make a mistake or just not quite get the launch I needed to. But I don't know, man. I'm very, very pleased with this rocket chassis. We had a great week here, and had a great couple weeks here, and we'll take third and see if we can't build upon it.
Hudson, thanks so much, brother. Who helps you out on the race car?
Yeah, thank you guys so much, and thank you all you fans for coming out, hanging out with us. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Valvoline and Rocket Chassis. They do a bunch for us, and it's cool to be able to represent a company like Rocket Chassis. And Sawyer Calf Ranches, Ace Metalworks, Gunner's Honey, Integra Racing Shocks, WR1 Sim Chassis, O'Neill Salvage, Snowco, Durham Race Engines, Rocket Pre-Owned, the Snowco Race Fuels. Man, it's just performance grading. I knew I was forgetting one. But it's just cool, man. I'm happy to be having success, and we'll see if we can't keep building upon it whenever we go start heading up north.
Good job, Hudson. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Y'all give it up one more time. Hudson O'Neill, your third place finisher tonight. Fourth spot, going to the man out of the state of Georgia, Kyle Bronson. Kyle, first of all, brother, fourth spot finish tonight. You talked earlier, felt pretty confident in the race car. What happened to you out there? Just 100 laps and not quite enough to get all the way up to the front.
Yeah, I felt really good. We was riding there. I felt like we went a little too early, and all them guys got up top in front of me there, and it was a little too tight to run a cushion. If I knew the cushion would have been that good, I'd have left the car a little bit freer. Overall, we had a pretty good car. First 100 lap race we run here, and the second race we run here, period. So, I look forward to coming back, and really appreciate Vic and all the people who put the show on for us. It's nice to race for 100,000. Looking forward to the next one.
Kyle, who do you want to thank on the race car, brother?
Integra Shocks, Rocket Chassis, Clements Automotive, Broch's Equipment, Race Car Engineering, VP Fuel, Hoosier Tires, Clements Automotive, all my guys, Angry Elephant, Tanner, Josh, Buddy Wisham's here with us tonight, Wayne, Shirlene. They give me the best stuff I can have here, and just everybody who helps us out. I know I'm forgetting somebody, my wife and kids back home, and just appreciate everybody. Looking forward to get going. We got a pretty good car here. All the guys been working good. The Rocket Chassis are running good, so ready to get back going here.
Kyle, thanks a lot. Congratulations. Y'all give it up one more time. Kyle Bronson, fourth spot tonight. I want to say a big congratulations to this fella right here, Mr. Tyler Erb, coming up from the back, finishing fifth tonight. There he is. There he is. Get over here. Let me give you a moment, Bubba. Dude, I know that you were working real hard out there. You sweating probably more than any of these other four guys up here. How you feeling right now? You worked real hard tonight.
Yeah, it was good. I buried us qualifying, and I just haven't figured this place out really, but and the feature was really, really good, so I'm just excited to run good, for Eric Brock, Corey, just each and every person that helps us. Anthony Speech is watching tonight, KBC, Nick, everybody at Penske. They were trying really hard. Elvis, all of them are trying to help me be better, and I'm getting more comfortable lap by lap. And they all kind of moved up in 3 and 4 in my line there about halfway through, and just slowed me down. But the track was, it was good, and I think a lot of it is just because I feel good out there making laps now. So just really, really want to thank Base Fuels, Race Oils, all that kind of stuff. JR Trucking, my buddy Chris, Wisconsin Bob was helping us this weekend. My mom at First Class Septic, obviously, my buddy Steven Roberts, Big Glenn, each and every person. I really can't thank them enough. We haven't raced in like 2 months, so it feels like it's been forever, and I've been here for like a week trying to figure this place out, but just happy to get a good run and looking forward to next week.
Y'all give it up one more time. Coming up from the back, finish out your top 5, Mr. Tyler Erb. Back up to you boys in the booth.
Thank you, Nicholas. We get set to go with our nightcap on the evening. It'll come in your Sportsman Late Model, a main feature event. The lineup going to look something similar to this. On the pole, the 329 of Travis Foltz. To his outside, the 724 out of Whitesburg. That is Phil Thompson. Row 2 on the inside, the 10B from Seymour's Brad Llewellyn. To his outside, the 29 out of Seymour.